What's up everyone, and in this video I'm going to explain why the Galaxy Note 8 is a better phone than the iPhone 8 Plus. So the first difference, and probably the most noticeable difference between these two phones, is the display. Whenever you look at both of these phones stacked side by side, you'll probably wonder, why does the iPhone have such big bezels, especially when you compare it to a phone like the Note? So to add on to the display, the Note 8's display comes in at 6.3 inches with a resolution of 2960 by 1880 and 1200 nits versus the iPhone's LCD panel with only 625 nits and a resolution of 1920 by 1080. I think that Apple is just starting to embarrass themselves when you compare these two displays. When you consider how bright the Note is compared to how dim the iPhone is, it just looks much, much better and more crisp on the Note than the iPhone. Now, it may be a bit hard to tell for you with the camera I'm recording on, but you can definitely see that the Note just beats out the iPhone when it comes to displays, especially when you crop to fit the video on YouTube. So another area where the Note demolishes the iPhone in is fast charging. The iPhone doesn't even sell with the fast charger. You need to buy it separately for about $70 versus the Note, where it not only charges faster, but the fast charger is included when you buy the phone. So both of these phones are water resistant, of course with the Note having a higher IP68 rating versus the iPhone's IP67, but you'll probably never even notice the difference when you're using these two phones. You shouldn't be using them in water anyway. The thing that you definitely need to give Apple props for with the iPhone 8 Plus is the speed. It almost doubled the Note 8 in its multi-core score, and actually did double it in a single core score. Now, let's move on to cameras, and this is something that I'd really have to call a draw, just because of how similar flagship phone cameras have become nowadays, that, I mean, you can really, it's hard to tell. With the Note 8, you do have a slightly better spec'd out camera than the iPhone, but you'll probably never even notice the difference between the two pictures that you take. So something that I really like with the Note is that you have the option to expand your storage via a micro SD card, which is something that you really can't do on the iPhone. Whatever you pay for when you buy the phone, that amount of storage is what you're going to keep whenever you use the phone. On to battery life. The battery life on both of these phones are really top notch, especially for any phone that you'll be comparing it against. But I'd say that I got a couple, maybe extra 10 or 20 minutes using the Note over the iPhone, but it's really close and you'll probably never notice the difference. Both will be definitely enough to last you throughout your day. Now, another obvious win for the Note here is the headphone jack, where you can plug in any 3.5mm headphones and they'll work perfectly. And not only does the Note 8 have a headphone jack, but it also ships with premium AKG earbuds that Samsung sells for quite a price. When you compare it to the iPhone, obviously, there's no headphone jack. They do include Lightning earbuds, but you'll never get the same quality on those as you do with these AKG earbuds that Samsung ships. So, I do find it a bit funny that Samsung ships their phones with premium earbuds and Apple won't even ship the phone with a fast charger. You have to pay extra, about $70 just to fast charge your phone, which is something Apple really done messed up on when they released the iPhone this year. More options to unlock your phone though with the Galaxy. You have an iris unlock, a pin unlock, a pattern unlock, and as well as a face unlock, which is just something that the iPhone 8 Plus can't compete with there. Now, the overall design of these phones. So I would say that here, the phone that looks better is definitely the Note 8, and the phone that's more conventional is also definitely the Note 8, just because of, how slick it looks with the all-glass finish. With the iPhone, you get these aluminum borders, which I'm not a fan of, but maybe you feel a different way. Another thing where the Note definitely dominates is that there's no camera bump on the side. You'll never, ever get that rock that you would on a table Whereas with the iPhone, it's a bit hard to tell because I'm on a soft surface here, but it definitely rocks. You can probably see that a bit there, but not with the Notes. It will not rock at all. Now, moving on to the special features on both of these phones. With the Note, of course, you have that S Pen that you get with most Notes, which obviously just lets you take whatever notes that you want. Just going to scribble something there. And with the iPhone, you get 3D Touch. For those of you that don't know what that is, you can hold down harder on your apps to find more options. For example, if you want to hard press on clock, you get the option to create an alarm, start a stopwatch, or start a timer. Let's go ahead and start the stopwatch there. Yep, there it is. It opens right there. It's pretty conventional, but I don't know. I think it's more of a gimmick than it is with the Note 8. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the price of these two phones. With the iPhone coming in at pretty much a lot cheaper than the Note 8, but if you want to get premium earbuds along with a fast charger, you're going to need to spend some extra money, which probably comes out to the difference about these two phones. You do get 64 gigabytes when you buy each phone's base model, so that is a plus that Apple really did good with this year. So something I want to end this video with is, when you're choosing between these two phones, it's really about preference. I mean, I think that the Note 8 is a better buy than the iPhone, but you may think differently. So it really comes down to preference and how you use your phone. Some things that the iPhone does better than the Note you may not need, and vice versa. So, yeah. If you've been watching this far in the video, please, if you liked it, leave a like, comment, even subscribe if you can. And yeah, I'll hope to see you in the next one.